Hello and welcome to Prudent Media News. First a look at the top stories. It is said homecoming for G7, Congress wins the pressure battle. G7 comes back without getting a single demand approved. CM rules out any cabinet reshuffle, states no change on cards. Sports policy to be implemented soon. Sports merit marks for students participating at Taluka to international level. Musli Power Churchill brothers beat Al Hilal, enter pre-quarterfinals of AFC Cup. Felix Chimauku's goal proves match winner. And Sargaukar Sports Club beat Goa Sports Academy in opening match of GPL 3-day cricket tournament. And now the news in detail. The so-called strong Group 7 tumbled before Congress. None of the demands by G7 were accepted by Congress party, and hence they had to come back disappointed. G7 members returned to Goa for a cabinet meeting on Tuesday morning from Mumbai. Jose Philip D'Souza in the afternoon had informed that NCP and Congress High Command will have a meet on Tuesday evening, but there was no development till late night.
Group 7 tried their level best to pressurize the government, but all drained in vain. All the members of G7 returned back to Goa early in the morning on Tuesday, gaining no powers. Chief Minister Digambar Kamath called for a cabinet meeting on Tuesday, which brought shivers amongst the cabinet members. After the meeting, CM had an interaction with the governor. Many of the G7 members were not happy with the thought of toppling the government. G7 members perpetually kept stretching the issue and later thought of a sad homecoming. Cabinet meet was held only for 15 minutes, in which concessions of sports policy were made available to the students.
स्पोर्ट पॉलिसी आज ऑलरेडी कॅबिनेटान पास केल्या आणि हो इतिहासीक निर्णय आज कॅबिनेटान घेतलेलो आसा. म्हाका दिसता पयस सुद्धा कॅबिनेट मिनिस्टर आमचे गेल्ले ते स्पोर्ट्स पॉलिसी खातीर धांवून आयले गोंयां भितर की स्पोर्ट्स पॉलिसी आणि इतिहासीक हिस्टोरिकल आमचो आजचो डिसिजन आज आमी आज घेतलेलो आसा.
PWD Minister Churchill Alemao stated that the cabinet meet was called to decide over dissolving the assembly. He further said that this decision could not be taken as G7 members sincerely attended the meeting.
Election was ready. Otherwise, the agenda was Sarke. Anything.
So, कितनी demand है आदंजे?
कौन को demand करते हैं? आम decision के बगल वाज.
कितना resolution है? मतलब cabinet was called for that only?
ना, my cabinet आम दूसरा point डाला.
कितना?
पास करा policy है जी.
Sports policy एक तो based है ना सर. दूसरे कितना?
दूसरे संगठन का कितना लोग change है.
Amongst 7 members in the G7, only 6 members were present. However, Health Minister Vishwajit Rane is still in Mumbai. Since Monday, G7 members tried their best to pressurize the Congress party, but when the question arose of toppling the government, 4 members of G7 backed off from the decision. Following this disorder, there was uproar in the state over cabinet reshuffling. There were rumors that Ravi Naik might be stripped of Home Ministry.
सध्या किती बेश्टे करूया तो प्रश्नच ना ते हायकमांडाने आमकां आपयतना कटले आतां हायकमांड जो पर्यंत हायकमांड आपयना काय ना
सपोजिटली तुमच्या खातीर गव्हर्नमेंट क्रायसिसान येता तर तुमी आपल्याक होम
तशें न्हू आपण ते पळय तो वेळ येवन मागीर पळय क्रायसीस खंयचे आहा कितें आसा ते आमचे एट ए टायम ऑफ इलेक्शन आमचे आनीक एनसीपीचे अशें कोलिशन आसा 21 आसा आनी मागीर तेणी सपोर्टींग लेटर पळय दिला विश्वजीत सपोर्टींग लेटर दिला डायरेक्ट काँग्रेसी दिला जावं तुगेल्या बाबू मनसुरान दिला काँग्रेसी दिला आनीक एमजीपी काँग्रेसी दिल्ले आसा तो हांगासर G7 प्रश्न.
After the cabinet meeting, CM met the governor. They discussed the airport expansion issue at Dabole. But this meet of CM with the governor panicked the G7 members. Everybody was intimated about the Tuesday cabinet meeting at about 4 in the evening on Monday. Now G7 are eager to know the result of the meeting of both the high commands.
Same issue which I have last time I'm just issue gala, they am issue still on. They most probably there is Sanche, our High Command, and Congress High Command. They must be sitting tonight. And there will be something outcome of it.
सो पूण डिमांड्स आसा तशेंच आसा तुमचे काय
Whatever demand we have given, the same demand आमच्या हाय कमांडाक जे आमी डिमांड घातलेले तेच डिमांड स्टँड्स स्टे
आनी डिझोल्युशनाचो बीन कितें हें आसा भितर काय कोण तुमच्या हातून डिझोल्युशन मागता काय डिझोल्युशनाच्या बद्दल कांयच अजून मेरेन विचार करूंक
ना डिझोल्युशना बद्दल कोण उलोयना इवन आमी G7 देखून डिझोल्युशनाचेर उलोयना आनी अननेसेसरी डिझोल्युशनाचेर उलोवपाकूय कितें जाय कळ्ळें न्हू There is still wait for the High Command decision and then we will decide.
When this decision is likely to come?
Maybe tonight or tomorrow, whatever it is.
But otherwise, what will be the next future course of action?
No, next future, of course, we can talk later.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye, reporter Laukik Shilkar with video journalists Ganesh Hodkar and Sunny Narvikar.
Chief Minister Digambar Kamath on Tuesday ruled out any cabinet or portfolio reshuffling. Kamath said the demands of G7 are not within his purview, hence they might have approached the High Command. Earlier, G7 had demanded portfolio reshuffling. 15 days long political drama will likely come to an end now. Chief Minister Digambar Kamath on Tuesday ruled out any cabinet or portfolio reshuffling. This decision of Kamath has hinted that Congress has refused to bow down to demands of G7.
कांयच ना म्हजे मुखार सध्या कसलोच प्रस्ताव ना म्हजे मुखार आज आशिल्लें फक्त सकाळची कॅबिनेट आनी मागीर गव्हर्नरा मेळपाक वचपाक.
Kamath also said that G7's demands are not within his purview, hence they might have approached the party high command.
What are their demands specifically?
How I will tell you. See,
Why not?
No. They must place. See, their demand initially was that Churchill Alamov should apologize, right?
That's the surface demand.
So that is what they were demanding. After that, I have not come to know any demand. So if they have any demand which is supposing within my hands, there must be some demands which if I can immediately implement, then it is possible. If there are demands which I cannot implement, probably they thought that they should take it up with their high command. It is always like.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with video journalist Ganesh Hodkar for Prudent Media. Good news for students who want to make their career in sports. Cabinet meeting held on Tuesday has modified sports policy. The policy says Goa Board will implement sports merit marks for students participating in sports from taluka to international level from this academic year. Cabinet approved the revised sports policy in a meeting held on Tuesday. After detailed deliberation with all the stakeholders, state government has approved it. According to sports policy, now Goa Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education will implement sports merit marks. This is for the students participating in sports from taluka to international level. Sports Minister Babu Usgaonkar disclosed the features of the policy.
तालुका लेवलाचे आम्ही 5 मार्क दिवपाचे केल्यात.
तालुका 5
ज्यांका गोल्ड मेडल मेळटले तांकां 3 मार्क. 3 सिल्वर मेडल तांकां 2 एक्स्ट्रा आनी मेळटले. ब्रॉन्झ मेडल 1 मेळटलो.
सिल्वर मेडल कितले 2 ज्यादा.
डिस्ट्रिक्टाक आम्ही 10 मार्क्स दिवपाचे केल्यात. तांकां गोल्ड समज मेडल मेळ्ळा आनी 5 तांकां एडिशनल मेळटले. सिल्वर मेडल 3 मेळटले आनी ब्रॉन्झ मेडल 2. स्टेट लेवलाचे आहात तांकां 15 मार्क दिवपाचे केल्यात. गोल्ड मेडल तांकां मेळ्ळे जाल्यार 7 मार्क तांकां मेळटले. सिल्वराक 5 मेळटले. ब्रॉन्झाक 3 मेळटले. झोनल लेवलाचे जो खेळटा ताका गोल्ड मेडल मेळ्ळे 8 मार्क्स 20 मार्क ताका मेळटले. झोनलाक 8 मार्क गोल्ड मेडल मेळ्ळा 7 सिल्वर आनी ब्रॉन्झाक 5. नॅशनल लेवलाचे जो खेळटा तांकां 25 मार्क्स मेळटले. गोल्ड मेडल मेळ्ळा आनी प्लस 10 मेळटले. सिल्वर मेळ्ळा 8 आनी ब्रॉन्झाक 7. इंटरनॅशनल लेवलाचे खेळटा ताका 40 मार्क्स मेळटले. गोल्ड मेडल मेळटा 12. सिल्वर मेळ्ळे समज जाल्यार 10 आनी ब्रॉन्झाक 8.
Cabinet has also approved the exemption in attendance for the student participating in sports.
डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवलाचे 40 आणि स्टेट आणि झोनल लेवलाचे तांकां 50% आणि नॅशनल आणि इंटरनॅशनल लेवलाच्या तांकां 75% आमी गरजेरी माफ करपाचे केले.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shetye with video journalist Ganesh Hodkar for Prudent Media. We'll take a short break here. Stay tuned.